We've also heard the president threatening several other nations just in the last 48 hours alone. Compare what he's been saying lately in the last few days about foreign interventions to the kinds of things he said previously when it comes to the campaign trail and as he was running for office.
Kaitlin Collins is about to obliterate Trump with his own words here. Just watch.
Colombia is very sick, too, run by a sick man who likes making cocaine and selling it to the United States. And he's not going to be doing it very long, let me tell you. We believe that the job of the United States military is not to wage endless regime change wars. You have to do something with Mexico. Mexico has to get their act together because they're pouring through Mexico, and we're going to have to do something. The cartels are running Mexico, whether you like it or not. It's not nice to say, but the cartels are running Mexico. We will stop racing to topple foreign, and you understand this, foreign regimes that we know nothing about, that we shouldn't be involved with. Regime change in Iraq, regime change in Libya, regime change in Syria, and every other globalist disaster for half a century. We're getting out of the nation-building business and instead focusing on creating stability in the world. The American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Stupid foreign wars in countries that you've never heard of. This Tuesday is your chance to stand up and declare that you're not going to take it anymore.
We know you weren't fooled by Trump's posturing as a, quote, peace president during both of his campaigns and administrations, but a sizable chunk of the country was. Case in point.
Donald Trump is not a crime-committing type person. He doesn't do that. I've gotten to know him over the last several months, and he is honest to a fault. He's absolutely honest. He will not break the law. He will not lie, and he will not break the law.
You don't think Donald Trump would lie?
No, he won't lie.
Really? Ever? You don't think he'd ever lie?
He has a very strong conviction about truth. He started a social media company called Truth Social.
My boss is here, so I'd come to see him.
Who's your boss?
President Trump.
He's your boss?
Pretty much. He's all of our bosses.
In what way? That he tells you what to do?
He don't tell me what to do. Or he runs the country in a good way that nobody else can. So I consider him my boss because basically they run this country like a business.
Does it bother you that he ran a lot of his businesses into bankruptcy, though?
No, it don't bother me at all.
You know who else likes that Trump runs our country like a business? The oil and gas companies, mining companies, defense contractors, and other corporations that stand to benefit the most from Trump's regime change operation in Venezuela, as Representative Dan Goldman laid out.
And it is oil. And it is that Donald Trump promised oil executives that if they gave him $1 billion for his campaign, that he would do right by them. And they gave about $500 million. And this is a massive gift that is in violation of international law and is essentially just co-opting an entire country's natural resources for the benefit of U.S. companies. When we have so many things that we need to deal with here at home, none of this affects grocery prices or health care or wages or prices of rent. None of this has anything to do with helping those issues which are central to the American people.
Trump's intervention in Venezuela and the kidnapping of Maduro, as well as the threats that he's been sending to the other nations and their leaders, does nothing, absolutely nothing to benefit and improve the lives of the average American. It benefits oil and gas companies, mining companies. The average American is still looking for better health care, for better mental health programs, for better education systems, right? And the list goes on and on when it actually involves dramatically improving the lives of a common American. But Trump ain't worried about that. He don't care about the average American whatsoever. He cares about himself, and that's it. And making himself more rich. And his 1% buddies, okay? And now, when it comes to whether I think the broader American public will get behind this might is right style of politics, I don't agree. I don't think so. I think there are obviously still delusional people in Trump's base who will believe anything he says and think it's, for the best interest of the country. Like when we talk about, we gotta really uphold democratic structures in other countries. Well, what are you doing here? Ain't nothing democratic about that, okay? Ain't nothing, this ain't running like a democracy. But I do think the majority of the public is not in favor of this. I don't think they will get behind it.
You have to see how some people might be feeling a little bit of whiplash here, given that Trump spent 10 years railing against U.S.-led regime change war. His own director of intelligence, as recently as 2 months ago, was railing against regime change war, and then he does one. So
is this a regime change? The regime is still there, as far as I know, the vice president.
Let me get this straight. We go to a country, we capture their leader, we bomb it, and then we say, we run this country now, and that's not war. But when they say send cocaine over here that people are willingly snorting, that is war.
I think that
doesn't make any sense.
It does to me.
Fox panelist Kat Timpf nailed it on the head when it came to openly criticizing the administration's actions and the flimsy logic meant to justify Maduro's kidnapping. That logic does not hold up, okay? Because we've seen what Trump has done with people who smuggle drugs into our country. So let's be real. Let's be real. And then, we gotta uphold the democratic structure, democracy. What? We don't even run like a democracy. So what are you talking about? You've been running an authoritarian regime. But on the broader topic of U.S. intervention in foreign nations, particularly on these operations that have nothing to do with benefiting the people of whatever country we're invading, nor the American people, but rather the business interests who want to pillage and strip these nations bare of their wealth, that is disgusting. It is reprehensible what we're doing. We are not giving people a better life, whether it's in the country we're going after or here in the States. It's not going to make us safer, right? We're not going to be more protected, none of that. And those citizens who just have their lives uprooted and turned upside down, they're frightened, terrified, as they should be, with what is happening, and it's not necessary. It wasn't like Venezuela posed a threat. Come on now. Come on. For Rebel HQ, I'm Chris Williamson. We'll see you next time.
Hello, everybody. David Schuster here. Thanks for watching. If you found this reporting and commentary valuable, do us a favor and tap the like button. For more content like this, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way, you'll be notified on your YouTube homepage when we drop a new video. If you are tired of corporate spin and want honest, people-focused news, click the join button below and be part of the fight for a better future. We wouldn't be here without your support. Stay informed, stay engaged, and thanks again for joining us.